Great light, everybody. Okay, so in my video this time, I've mentioned several times in many of my videos about how you can do your math for your ages on the other planets. Okay, so this video I want to show you how to do that. And it's very simple to do. It's some simple math. You could write this down. You could do this for others. I found it's kind of beneficial to know where the planets are in my chart. And also, I chart them all, so I know where they're coming from and where they're going. I can keep track of this all in my mind mentally, and I can utilize this because I am a pinball wizard, so I know where my balls are going on the zodiac wheel of fortune. Okay, so a lot of people, I've talked to so many, and they just simply do not understand the astrology. Okay, and they think this is some stuff that I've just made up, and you need to know, I did not make this up. You can visibly go outside, and you can look up, and you can see the stars. Okay, and you can see, for many people, they're just dots. Okay, they don't know what they are. They're still wondering what they are. Okay, and we're the stars incarnate, so we should know definitely what the stars are, and they have been charted for us. It's not a new age thing. It's been done for several centuries on this planet because it is a part of this planet's foundation and how it is built. Okay, so the zodiac is not new. It is very old. It is from beginning. Okay, and your stories of Thoth will show you this. Okay, even the ancients knew about astrology, and they followed these things, and they were able to do very, very, very intelligent calculations and predict the future. Okay, and you can do this utilizing the astrology. So it's not evil. Okay, and I've shown you before how the word evil is meant for the living because evil is EVIL and it does become live. Okay, so we are the living and we are told that we can utilize the stars for our benefit. Okay, so knowing that the planets are the wandering stars, they're not fixed. They're going through the constellations of the stars that are fixed. So the constellations stay. So here I have an example on this block. Okay, regarding the name of this constellation, what it was called in other languages. And notice how it's just like 4 dots. Okay, and they've done dots here to show you how they connect. Okay, and that's why in school we were taught as children about the connect the dot. Okay, we can apply this to the stars. When you connect the dot, you get the symbols in the stars. Okay, so this is what the constellation Aries looks like in the sky. Looks just like this. Okay, it has many names, and this is what it is without the lines. Okay, and just know, this has been documented for centuries. Okay, and the same story is told because it's pertaining to the animals. We can all agree upon the animals in the below, and so that's why they were placed in the above, to tell us a divine story about us and where we are at. So I want to turn this around and let's talk some more about the astrology and the constellations and how to do our math. Okay, I got this bell here. And this bell would go on a yak or it would go on a moo cow. Okay, notice the moo and the moon. Okay, and this is because the alpha, he is going to show us about the moon and how the moon works. Okay, the moon is set on a schedule, and it does have 12 moons for the month because we have 12 months. This is where the word months comes from. Month, M-O-N-T-H, is for the moon, M-O-O-N-T-H, month. Okay, M-O-N is always going to be applied to moon. Just like you have your 7 days of the week, moon day is for the moon. Okay, we're on Friday today, which is for Venus. And I've shown this in other videos about the planets. Just a second. Okay, so here I have shown you regarding the planets and their cycles for the days of the week and how they match up. Okay, and these are the 7 for the 7 spirits of God. That's why we have 7 days of the week that we follow. Okay, and now notice also, even in Italian, these languages are even showing us the words for the planets. Okay, Lundi for Luna, the moon. Marti for Mars. Mercury for Wednesday. Venerdì. Notice how Venus here is likened unto Venerdì, and then in Spanish you have Verde. And notice how verde is green, but verde is also red. So even in this Italian word for Venus, we have red in the green for Venus for Friday. Sabado for Saturn's day, and Domenica for Sunday for the Lord. Okay, the dominant sun. Okay, so this is the days of the... Okay, and so the moon is on a set calendar. Okay, and it's not going to be in the same place. So we just had the full moon, and the full moon was in Virgo. The snow moon of February was in Virgo. Every February, it's not going to be in Virgo. It's going to be in a different sign because it's offset in the calendar. So every year, the moon will be called the same. It will be called by the same month, right? So the snow moon is always going to be the full moon of February, but it's not always going to be in the house of Virgo. It may be in Libra next year. It may be in Leo. All this information can be visibly calculated and tracked using mathematics, and then you can go and verify this with your eyeballs. You get an eye on it. You can go outside and you can look up and say, yes, my calendar said the full moon was going to be this month of February, okay, in the 12th or the 13th of the month, okay? And then you can visibly get on your feet and go outside and see this and be like, yes, we just had the full moon, because I could literally see with my eyeballs that the moon was full, okay? And this is the position of each planet. You can visibly go out if you know the constellations, okay, and you know their position, because these are mapped out and they're fixed. They do not change. The moon cycles through these because the moon cycles around our planet, okay, and the moon was in Virgo, okay, visibly from the earth, 19 degrees. Likewise, our sun is still in Aquarius, 26 degrees. Now, Aquarius is only 30 degrees, so you can guesstimate 30 minus 26. There's only 4 degrees that are lacked before Aquarius is no longer the house of the sun. The sun is going to move into Pisces, okay? Okay, and so I have this chart here to show you the zodiac houses and their dates. Okay, the house of Pisces for the sun. Let's come down here to Pisces. Here it is, Pisces the fish, and we enter the house of a Pisces on February 20th. Okay, this is the calendar. The zodiac is literally the calendar. Okay, it's literally the clock as well. I've shown this before in my other videos. So yes, it makes sense over here that the sun would be considered 26 degrees in Aquarius, because 4 degrees from now we're going to enter into Pisces, according to our calendar. Okay. Likewise, each house is divided into 30, and then these 30s are further divided for the deacons into 10 degrees. So I've come over here and I've shown you each house. Okay. I didn't do Aquarius on this one, but each house and then their deacons. Okay, and then likewise, these also have assigned houses as well when you start getting into the lots and the arrows. So I'm going to have to make a part 2 of this, but let's go over these moon names real quick. January, we've got the wolf moon. February is the snow moon. March is the worm moon. This is a great time to begin planting. Okay, this is the sign of the worm. April is pink, okay, because we literally start seeing the beautiful communication of the plants coming back to life. Pink is to remind us of the pig as well. Okay. Then in May, we have our flower moon. This is when the flowers blossom. Strawberry moon in June. July is the buck moon for the hunting. August for the sturgeon, for the fishing. September for the corn. It's also called the harvest moon in September. October for the blood moon. It's also called the harvest moon. November for the beaver moon or the frost moon, and December for the cold full moon. Okay. And each of these kind of give us an idea of these stories about the moon, what we can expect for our planet in the great cycle rotation. Okay. So I hope this has helped some with the moons here. Okay, and then over here, I've done a quick showing of where the planets are at in each house and their degrees. And join me in part 2, because I'm going to have to make another part 2 to go over this, and then also to show you your